What is up, my tubers? Welcome back to another draft here on Arena. Thanks for watching as always, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. And you can check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all your Magic card needs. Still got some of those That's Magic Baby stickers, although here, depending on when this gets uploaded, it's going to be That's Baby Magic, as, yeah, my wife and I will be with Sun soon. So let's jump into this Wilds of Eldraine pack where we just have the only card that is I'm speechless. No, not speechless. I am tired of it. It is Imodaine's Recruiter. This is better than the vast majority of rares and mythics in the format. It's just that good. Even if you do not have access to the adventure mode, it's crazy. I mean, this format, you need to be on the board early or you need to have interaction early. There's no other card that comes close here. There might be maybe one or two rares or mythics I would consider taking over Imodaine's Recruiter, but even then, it's a hard thing to do. So first pick, Imodaine's Recruiter, and yeah, we are going to just go along with it. So second pick, Hopeful Vigil could be solid. Welcome to Sweet Tooth has been quite good. Cut in, Edgewall Pack, Flick a Coin, all solid enough commons. I'm probably supposed to take one of these 2-drops. I guess the Vigil makes a little bit of sense since we just took the Recruiter. But again, it's pretty easy to splash in this format, and just having the Recruiter as the 3-mana spell is always good. So I could see taking Welcome to Sweet Tooth here. I do think it is the best card in the pack. I think Vigil is great and makes sense to take following Recruiter, but Sweet Tooth, if we want to stay open, is the right choice. All right, and now we're going to get immediately punished because we have Princess Takes Flight and Ash Party Crasher. I don't mind my pick. I think, again, it was the right choice, but now we're going to get a couple of very good Boros cards. Princess Takes Flight is just a lot better, especially when you get it early. There's a lot of synergy you can get with it, as we're now getting another Welcome to Sweet Tooth as the best card in this pack. Yeah, you know what? Maybe we weren't punished, but maybe we're just going to be playing 3 colors straight up. Double Welcome to Sweet Tooth. This card is just all value, right? Just too many good things about it. The 1/1's relevant, the food's relevant, the X counters, if you can get them, are relevant. Grabby Giant. Second Welcome to Sweet Tooth is great. Yeah, and it looks like green is flowing. We're getting a 5th pick Agatha's Champion now, which goes well with the Welcome to Sweet Tooths. There's a Celebrant that also goes well with both the Sweet Tooths and the Princess Takes Flight. But I guess the Champion does the same thing because it's a bargain card. Trainee in the pack, Brave the Wilds. Now this is a great start. Absolutely busted start. Holy smokes. Shrouded Shepherd, Woodland Acolyte, and even a Hamlet Glutton are all very, very good pickups. This really depends on what kind of route you want to take. I think I like taking the Glutton here over Acolyte or Shepherd, but I don't think you can go wrong taking either. Man, what a crazy good pack. Gosh, I almost just want to take the cheaper spells, but Gluttons are good. I don't know what's going on. People are just doing something. I guess they're all red and blue. We're getting a 7th pick Princess Takes Flight, a Root Rider Fawn, a Grotto, a Hollow Scavenger. This is another incredible pack. Yeah, I actually don't know what I'm supposed to do here. I mean, I guess maybe Fawn is the best choice now. It's fixing, it's ramp. It seems crazy taking it over Scavenger and Princess, but I think that's what I want to do here. As we get a nice Curse of the Werefox. Worm is fine. Return from the Wilds. Triumphant Griffin. Yeah, this is a crazy good green-white start. We'll take the Return Triumphant. It doesn't look great yet, but it's usually just a really good card in white. Couple of white cards. Wow, wheeling the Hopeful Vigil. I was considering second picking that. I have no idea what people are drafting. All I know is that our start is actually kind of nuts. How many first pickable cards do I have right now? Like 5 or 6? Recruiter, Champion, Princess Takes Flight, 2 Sweet Tooths. Glutton, you could kind of consider first picking. Same thing with Vigil. This is an incredible start. This is the best start I think I've had in this format. This is only pack 1. Candy Trail, Leaping Ambush. Trail is okay. I think it's better, or rather at its best, in the like green-black food decks. And we are not lacking cards to bargain away. So we don't need to take it just as bargain fodder. I mean, some good cards coming late. This has been a stellar pack. And we're opening another Imidane's Recruiter. Just casually 2 recruiters, why not? Is it better than Elvish Archivist? Absolutely. It's better than every single thing in this pack. I mean, given how open all of our colors seem, I would not be surprised if we wheel like the Fawn or the Glutton or something, but this is an incredible looking deck so far. Okay, a couple of really solid cards here. The best amongst them, Greta and the Torch the Tower. I kind of want to take the Torch, but I am leaning more towards, I think, green-white splashing the red. The last time Hopeful Vigil wheeled, God, I think Torch is actually better here. I'm really close to taking Greta, but I'm going to take the Torch. A third Princess Takes Flight? I'm not even going to take it. Oh, rather, I already passed the second one. So I guess this is the third we've seen, but the second one I could have. A second Glutton, a Prophetic Prism. This draft is just absolutely crazy. Do we want to take the second Glutton over the second Princess? Yeah, I'm going to go with 2 Gluts. And let's just take the fixing here now. Vanguard's also really good, and another return from the wilds. Journey is fantastic. Threadbind Click is great. This feels like a good opportunity to take the Grotto since we're not going to end up short on playables. Same thing here. I think I'm just going to take the Evolving Wilds, even though I'm not a huge fan of the tap lands. Just because we're looking so good. Okay, a little bit of a brick. We're not playing the Ash, I don't think. Break the Spell is just okay in our deck. It's not unplayable. There's another Acolyte. Archon's Glory, another Wilds. Let's take the Acolyte this time. There's a Prism. Cut in would also be okay. Again, I'm imagining these recruiters are going to be generally cast for 5. Another Fawn. This is the one on the wheel. So somebody took the Glutton, but that's no big deal. I don't really need more than 2 Gluttons anyways. I like taking the Fawn here over the Pie Wielder when we're planning on splashing. Or maybe going more of a 3 color straight up. Gingerbrute, no. Witchstalker is an okay 2-drop, but I don't think we're in need of 2-drops, although I probably am going to end up cutting the Mouse. Another Return Triumphant. Similar, I don't think we're going to play 2 of those. There's a chance I play the Flyer, though. Pack 2 wasn't as good. I mean, it would be very hard to beat it, but Pack 2 certainly wasn't as good as Pack 1, but still gave us plenty of good stuff. And this deck seems incredible. We need some more card draw, I guess. How's our removal looking? We have Torch, Light Blades, Curse, Takes Flight, Champion. Spider Food. Haven't really cared to main deck Spider Food in this format. Sad, we did not go 3 for 3 on opening Imidane's Recruiter. We did open a pretty good one, though, the Huntman's Redemption. 3 mana, 3/3, and then if you have something weak to sacrifice, which we do actually have quite a few tokens, you can go tutor for a creature, and then the buff ability is pretty good. This is the 4th Princess Takes Flight we've seen. Cooped Up, Return, Besotted. Again, just getting all of the goods here. Love it. Is this Cooped Up over Scavenger, Glutton, and Bolt? Perhaps. Removal or creature here? We don't need another Glutton. I do need more creatures, I guess, and we have a handful of removal spells. All right, I'm going to take the Scavenger then. Another Woodland Acolyte, another Hopeful Vigil, another Root Rider Fawn. More Acolytes, more better. Cut in Griffin's okay. Stroke of Midnight's fine. I'm not huge on cut in a deck like this so much. It's weird that 5 mana 4/4 flying in this format I'm not even really considering right now. Yeah, I think I'm going to take the Stroke of Midnight. I think that's just safer. Griffin Airy is another really, really fun one. In fact, I think it's quite good. Let's double check our ways to gain 3 life, because I think I have quite a few, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's just like a little bit borderline. It's probably best to take the Light Blades and then maybe try to wheel the Airy, would be my guess. Casket now. There's a Brave the Ambush, and yeah. Brave versus Casket. Again, Casket's good removal, but we're not lacking for that, so I think I'd rather take the Brave the Wilds here. That's a brick. Filler, basically. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be playing any of those. Another Grotto or a Return from the Wilds. Let's take the Return from the Wilds instead of the second Grotto here, as it gives us ramp and tokens. Princess Takes Flight, wheeling, sure. I need to double check I have enough ways to actually bargain this away if we're going to end up playing that, right? 1, 2, 3. We can kill it with that. 4. 5, 6. Oh, that's plenty. 7, 8. Yeah. We are pretty happy with that. The only thing is that I think that Princess Takes Flight is a little bit worse when you're not such an aggressive deck, which I don't think we are. So I don't even know. Maybe we only run 1 still. Like in this deck, it almost feels better just to run some of these cheap blockers so I don't get beat up by aggro decks, you know? Play some of these Territorial Witch Stalkers could be okay. That was a crazy draft, and I think our deck is very good. I think we probably want 17 lands here, even with Brave the Wilds and a couple of Rampers. There's just always so much to do with your mana. And we have a bunch of different adventure cards as well. Yeah, I can probably get away without the Witch Stalker, right? Seems fine. Alright, get the Grotto, get the Evolving Wilds in. We're probably not going to need more than 2 mountains. Seven, 6, 2 seems good. This deck's very great. Super great. All right, we're rank 10 going into this. Had a much better day on stream today than yesterday. Let's see if we can get back to single-digit numbers. So green-white non-enchantments with double Imidanes. Well, You would think I'm splashing Agatha's Champion with this hand, as I have both of my mountains in my opening hand, but it's not the worst. Ratcatcher Trainee straight up, huh? Okay, let's just blow that thing up right now. We have drawn a lot of fat. We need one more land and we're good to go. Perfect. This hand is pretty sick. We're gonna go make 2 2/2s next turn, and then start slamming fatties. Pass. Alright, I'm down to attack with both. And then let's play big Glut, sacking the Prism, which we don't need anymore. That's fine. Then we can just hard cast the next Glutton if we want to. I guess the only issue with doing it like this is that I'm gonna have to sack the Agatha, or sack a token to the Agatha's Champion if we want to do that thing. Nice draw. Okay, that gives us something good to sacrifice. Yeah, let's just ship in the team. Probably supposed to just Glutton again, I mean. Kind of hard for Mono Red to beat back-to-back Gluttons when they're this far behind, huh? If I was at a lower life total, there's some ways they could finagle a win, but... Gotta say, it's kind of looking bleak. Yeah, I mean, that game was not close in the slightest. Hey, back to top 8. I believe. I've got faith. That's another lovely looking hand here. A couple of riders. Root Rider. Root Rider. Say that 10 times fast. Turn 1, make a food. Depending on what we draw next turn, we'll decide if we play the Grotto out or not. Alright, so we are not going to run out the Grotto, because with drawing the Glutton, we don't mind if we draw a land or a spell. Duelist is great. Let's see what we got on top. It's a good one, but I think we're looking for lands here. Oh, I can't cast that yet, can I? Alright, let's go with another Fawn then. We draw a land next turn, we're going to have a turn 4 Glutton versus Red-White. Sure, 2/3 flyer. Did not find the land. But I guess that goes and grabs the land for us. And we'll make a token for the Huntmaster. Yeah, slamming a Glutton there would have been so good. Too bad I had to take the turn off to go grab a land. And again, yeah, it's probably worth it to turn one of our lands into a 3/3 here. I'm gonna go ahead and sack the 1/1 even though we wanted it for the Huntmaster's Redemption. Yep, no surprise. Take 5. So that means they're not gonna play another permanent second main phase because they didn't pump up their guide. Let's just get on the board. 3-mana 2/2 draw card. It's a good one too. Let's get the Huntmaster's Redemption online. Still feeling pretty confident here. We're probably going to want to start using our removal spells. What is this? Manual tap. Leave up a white. Bellowing Bruiser. Okay. So they're saying that they have Archon's Fury, huh? In that case, I'll go ahead and just take 6. No big deal. Or Archon's Justice, not Archon's Fury. I mean, Imidane's is kind of nasty here. Do we want to just go grab another Glutton or something? I don't think so. Really wish we had just drawn land. I mean, I guess I can sack the Acolyte and grab a land? Sure. Well, they're gonna be very close to killing me. Gosh, they have Fury in hand. Ugh. I want to play the champion and fight, but it's just not good. I assume I'm going to die here if I make this play. Unfortunate. Okay. Well, I'm hoping they're going to use Archons here just to trade instead of saving the Archon for lethal. Good. Okay. I am fine with that. That wasn't too bad. And I think I'm supposed to chump now with my 3/3. We just have so much gas in our hand. Doesn't feel great, but I think it's correct. That's a great draw. That makes me feel a little bit more comfortable about positioning. Could I go for lethal here? Not quite, but it's close. Gosh, I would just kill to draw lands. That's fine. Torch the tower. Alright, I guess I'll just kill the 4/4 then. They only have one card in their hand, so I'm gonna fall down to 6. And in case they have a pump 2, what I want to do here is I want to go Immodanes. And now I want to play Curse on the Crystal Grottoed land, or 3/3 Crystal Grotto. Because now if they have a pump 2, I still get to eat, or rather trade with their guide. Perfect, okay, that works too. Simply clearing the board was all that we can ask for, and now, unless they rip into a recruiter of their own or something this turn, we should be in GG mode. Yeah, that ain't good enough. Two recruiters is so stupid. Alright, so we go like this, this, and smack down Charlie Brown. If they have exactly Song of Totentons, I guess I would die. Alright, let's go! God, recruiter! Why are you so good? So stupid good. I hate it. I hate playing with it. I hate playing against it. It's like the one blemish in the format, especially since it's uncommon. Okay, 2-0 on to game 3. That's a keeper on the draw. Forest for a second turn would be amazing, but if we can just find one land, we can Acolyte and draw on turn 3. Oh, that's a lovely target for Torch. Exile that forever, and Forest off the top, one time. Damn. Ruby, sure. Oh, Ruby into another 2-drop, nice. Okay, deck, I am in need of green. I'm on 17 lands, right? We keep getting a little bit mana screwed, it feels like. Every game I just want to draw more and more lands. Sheesh. Alright, well, it is what it is. Let's take care of the Elvish for now. And then we can Stroke of Midnight our own Princess Takes Flight if we want to. Sure. They kill my Acolyte. I don't really care about that so much. Okay. I take 3, 13. Grab our Forest. Hope we find another Forest. Damn, Forest there would have been insane because I would have been able to sacrifice my own Princess Takes Flight to the Glutton, which probably would have won the game. Instead, we get to go Root Rider Fawn, and then I can Stroke of Midnight my own Princess Takes Flight here. So that's not too bad. Yeah, and then we can just hardcast the Glutton instead. Still gonna hold back the 1/1 in case they draw like a bolt or something to kill the Glutton. But we just want to stabilize here, and then Recruiter's gonna basically finish up the game. Oh, nice. Okay, that's very good. Oi, that's not a good sign. Well, I guess I could be dead here. Maybe it's just better to chump this. But we do want to force action with the Glutton. Alright, show me what you got. Double Strike doesn't kill me on the Vanguard. That's fine. I go to 7. Sorry, I take 7, I go to 6. Can I kill them this turn if I go grab my second Immodanes? Let's see. float with the Fawn, grab Imidanes. Go Imidanes plus the creature. That would be, they go block the 4. That would be 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 damage. I'd be short. So I think we're probably supposed to float, sack. Glutton's not lethal somehow, right? Glutton Imidanes. They would block here, take 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I could put them to 2. Sick. So probably just better to grab the second Imidanes here. Play the Agatha with Bargain. Sacking the Redemption. Killing their Ruby. Then attacking like this. Wow, Frenzy is the last card. All right, so I lose if they find a way to kill my 3/3. They need to rip it off the top. That Frenzy wasn't in. Wow, so they had Frenzy and Daredevil that last turn. Sickening. I mean, I think I just take the hit for 4. I give them no credit. Land wins. That'll do. Wow, 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 what a game. Dude, stupid double Imidanes. Yeah. What a card. Just double check that I am running 17 lands, right? 6, 9, 6, 8, 50, yeah, 17 lands. Ay, caramba. 3-0. Let's go to game number 4. Hand's great. Would love to find something to do on turn 2, but being on the play, a hand that doesn't start until turn 3 is fine. Perfect. Wow, insane draw, actually. Let's make some more creatures. Let's grab our mountain. This could be a turn 4 glutton if we draw land. Ariat? Alright, sure. Or sorry, draw the glutton, not the land. Each creature that's enchanted by an aura you control can't attack you or planeswalkers you control. That's meant for Commander. The second ability is relevant, though. At the beginning of your end step, each opponent loses X life, and you gain X life, where X is the number of auras you control. My plan here is to sack my 1/1 token and go grab an Imidane's and just try to put the opponent on a 2-turn clock. Sure, 4/4 Vigilance. All right, and the setup. I'm gonna sack their 2/1 to make a 3/3. I like it. We're gonna be able to give all of our creatures, except for the Imidanes, at least 4 power next turn, but we kind of want them to kill our Imidane. Because then we can get it back with the Acolyte later. They passed with all their mana. Did they forget to play a land? They might have forgotten to play a land. I guess I'm supposed to just leave back the Recruiter, actually, as a blocker. Because we can just chump with it if and when they attack, and even if they don't attack, what we can do is Acolyte back the Redemption and just tutor for our other Recruiter on a later turn. As it stands, I'm not going to make any moves. I'm not even going to sack a food here. They're going to lose all 3 of their creatures if they don't do anything, and that's great. Okay. And in that case, we will go for it. Yeah, we're not even going to need our other Imidanes, are we? Well, I broke the format. Just draft 2 recruiters and draw one of them frequently, and or rather have ways to tutor for them as well. I mean, our deck is legitimately sick. Ay, ay, ay. All right, 4-0. Let's go to game 5. Easy keep. Pretty good hand, once again. Just needs to find some lands. Needs to find 2 or 3 lands, and it's really just good enough to win on its own. Okay. We have Torch to sacrifice the Takes Flight. So ideally we don't need to torch something early here. Oh, hatching plans. OP. Love it. Okay, that's not a... Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna let them have their lookout and just play out our other fawn. We can glutton next turn. Possibly. Alright, that's gonna trigger the lookout, let them draw a card. I'm gonna take 3. Do I even want that right now? Not really. Honestly, you know what I'm actually going to do? I'm just going to Princess Takes Flight their lookout. We can play it a little bit slower. There's no rush. But I think denying them a bunch of extra cards seems better. Alright, so... Exiling the Princess Takes Hope doesn't do anything. They're going to target the Prism. So be it. Ooh, Beanstalk too, nice. Let's give that guy fly-in. Bargain away our Takes Flight. And then we can just set up for Imidanes over the course of 2 turns now. I should probably put a stop on my upkeep, though, because what I might want to do is Acolyte the Princess Takes Flight back on top. Like, we're hoping they just play like a Glutton here of their own. They'd have to sack their Beanstalk to do that, though. Another lookout, ooh. And a Diminisher Witch, sure, so they can make the Glutton a 1/1 and draw a card. Okay. I can Stroke of Midnight the roll if I want to. I don't see anything wrong with just going with the Imidanes this turn. Saying go. That's fine. Sure. Okay, so they're playing it defensive. Let's go ahead and get back our Takes Flight. Nice. Say go. Probably could go for the kill next turn, would be my guess. or very close to it. They're gonna bargain away the duel to hold up double blue? Huh. What can they do with double blue? They don't have a counter. Oh, they do have counter available because they have a bunch of rolls on my creatures. I see. Right. Okay, so they have ice out available is what they have. Got him. Perfect. Okay, let's see. Actually, is this Imidane's even good? This is tough. I don't actually know what I'm supposed to do here. I mean, maybe I just kill their glutton and attack with everything. They clearly wanted to keep their glutton alive, though. Um, maybe I played this wrong. Okay, we'll just go like that for now. Sure. Okay. Man, all of the bitter chills. That lookout. Wow. No wonder they countered. Okay, let's get aggressive. Well, I'm dead to removal, but so be it. Oh my lord, unnatural growth. Okay, that was really cool. That was a sweet blue-green deck. I think I probably had ways to play that a little bit better, but I don't mind losing to that. We had a good game. They did some good stuff. I think on the turn that I had the second trigger of the Princess Takes Flight, I'm just supposed to target one of my 2/2s with Vigilance, right? And then just attack with the Glutton. And then get them with the Stroke of Midnight on that turn. Because that would have been 2 attacks with a big glutton as opposed to just 1 since I pumped it up with a flight and then didn't use the... So, I don't know if that was winnable, but I would have been in a better spot by doing that. Okay, on to game 6. We got good mana, some solid interactions, an easy keeper. Hello. Minstrosity. It's a nice draw. Eh, not really. It's fine. Let's go ahead and do this and get the scry value. I'm gonna leave both of those on top. I guess with as much bargain as in my deck, I probably didn't need to sacrifice that one, but oh well. Naked Stockpiler, I like that. Bargain away, the princess takes flight. So we're hoping that they don't have a removal spell, because if they kill my glutton, I have nothing going on. But if they can't kill the glutton, it's going to be hard for them here. Until we draw our Immodane's Recruiter next turn, of course. Well, that's unfortunate, but... Okay. They have a bunch of spells in hand, and I'm living off the top, so... I think we're actually rather behind. Oh, maybe not. That doesn't block either. Aha, now they can double block. Oh, boy. We had a really good start, but now we're starting to fizzle. I don't think I'm supposed to attack with Glutton there. They clearly didn't have a removal spell yet. Bounce the Witch, replay it, scry 2, make another rat. Okay. Oh, the first roll on the first rat will also get knocked off. Come on, Immodanes. That's good. That's really good, isn't it? So if I attack with the Glutton, they just double block with Witch and Fairy, so I think what we're going to want to do is grab our Princess Takes Flight, draw it, eat, and then not attack because we threaten lethal in the air next turn. What's it gonna be? You got one unknown card in your hand. You can gain 2 life by attacking with the land. They don't have any adventures in their graveyard. Okay. Very nice. Oof. Looked a little bit scary there for a while, but one timely top deck was all it takes. Very good top deck, to be fair. 5-1. Let's go, go, go. Okay, let's go on to our next game. Yeah, that hand's pretty good. Let's see if we want to grab a forest or a plains. This Evolving Wilds. We're probably going to want to grab a forest. Oh, we're going to have to play a little bit off curve here, aren't we? I guess if I grab a plains, I can go turn 2 Hopeful Vigil, turn 3 Woodland Acolyte, or something like to that effect. Our opponent plays a Prism. Yeah, let's grab a plains here. Great, that's perfect. Okay, let's just get the pressure online then. Gonna need to find a bargain effect for the Princess Takes Flight, but even if we don't, we can always cast it out and then get it back with the Woodland Acolyte later. Oh, our opponent got stuck on 2 lands there. In that case, we'll just run out the Acolyte. It's fine. Elbyra. Alright, let's race, I guess. I'm going to lead on the Prism first and then play Grotto, because it doesn't matter if we really draw a land or a spell. I think we're pretty happy with both. We'll get more information after we draw. I do like instant speed interaction versus fairies as well. Oh, they just had nothing to do with 3 mana. Okay. So unless they tap out, I'm not going to run out the Glutton. I think here we're happy just to continue to beat down as it is, and then I'm going to go ahead and Takes Flight the Elbyra now. Or attempt to anyways. Okay, well, I guess they just don't have anything, so this is going to be a very quick game. We want to make sure we stack our triggers correctly for the foods. And that looks good. Alright. Let's pump up one of the tokens. Let's give the other token flying. Yeah, I mean, they're missing so many lands and we just have so much value going on, so. Well, the last couple of games we haven't needed Imadane's Recruiter to win, which is impressive, but we do just have a bunch of other solid cards, of course. Feeling good. We're 6-1. Let's get that trophy. Okay, trophy time, hopefully. Playing against our friendly neighborhood beers. Currently rank number 2. Beers is always on red. None of our 2-drops kind of sucks there. Ah, 1 turn too late. That's alright, though. Need to find another forest so we can go double 2-drop next turn.
Sure. Horsey. Nope, another plains. Guess we'll just get the fawn online then. Say go. Witch's Vanity says goodbye to our fawn. Mountain and the guest. Well, we are flooding out a little bit here, but it's not the end of the world, I suppose. Yeah, let's go ahead and just light blade that thing. Okay. That's a good draw. That's actually a really good draw. So let's Agus's champion off of the Sweet Tooth and keep the food. Because it would only be a 1/1 counter anyways. And that's going to deny them the wicked roll to put on. I'm going to hold a land in case they have another Hopeless Nightmare, and we can always just bounty, or not bounty, the bargain away anyway. Alright, this is going well for us. Did top one of the cards, sure. I mean, we're still at 21, so... Even if they topped one removal spell for, like, the Glutton, we're gonna need to see some crazy cards to be able to pull out of this one. A reverse Imidane's Recruiter, for example. But even still, like, we just have really good blockers for Imidane's. Main phase, feed the token. Okay. Well, that Brave the Wilds was another great draw. So we can go Hopeful Vigil here. And then... Bargain. We kind of lose the Scry, sadly. Because we're searching for a land, but that can't be helped. And I'm going to play the other mountain from hand. Gumdrop Poison. That's a lot of food. Okay. So they're actually going to be able to sack 2 foods, gain 6, and then kill the Hamlet Glutton. But then I'm going to draw Imidane's Recruiter because I'm a hero. Is the plan. Ooh. Sacking the treasure means he's got 2 more spells in hand, too, after the fact. It's a little bit annoying. Perfect. Kill the lifelinker, eat the 2/3, and we are sitting pretty. Alright, but 2 more spells plus an unknown now. Alright, 1 land drawn for turn. That's fine, get another food. And he's going to go for the value of the elemental, which still costs 3. Okay, so go up to 10, take 6, go to 4. Three mana, 4/5. Let's go ahead and kill it end of turn with Stroke. force a chump on the Agathas. And we are just drawing straight action. Love it.
You love to see it.
Oh, the Agatha's champion also has trample. Of course. How could I forget? Take that, beers. All right, I did have a great time. Our deck was sick. The last few games, we didn't even need the Immodane's Recruiter. We just drew, I mean, very, very well. But if you look at the card quality of the deck, that's not too surprising. Every single card in this deck is, like, pretty high quality. What's the worst card I'm playing? Maybe the second Kellen's Lightblades? Maybe the Prophetic Prism? Like, these are all extremely high quality cards, and after seeing the draft, that's not a surprise. So, good showing there. Immodane's Recruiter is still stupid. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.